Everybody, Dutchman Mods and Repairs back. Hopefully got a quick one here for you. I was working on this the other day. I said, you know what, I might as well share this as well. Might save some people some bucks. This little ShopVac SVX2, and it's like a little 4 or 5 gallon. It's a 4 gallon ShopVac. Takes the D2 size filters, and I actually use both filters in there. So I have the canister pleated ones, and then these, which are the they're not HEPA filters, but they're definitely the microfine or the fine particle filters, because I hate to admit, I do not like the inside of my ShopVac looking dirty, even though it vacuums up dirty stuff. So I use pretty much both, and I use these bags as kind of like the final catch on things. And what I wanted to share with you is, if you guys know any of these ShopVacs, at least the one I've got, go figure, I'd be the one that buy the ShopVac that eventually the bags cost more than the vacuum cleaner itself. But you know, it's like 25 bucks for 2 of these bags, and I cannot take full credit for what I'm getting ready to show you, because I just can't remember where I saw it, but there was somebody that was, I think, on YouTube that showed this, and so I just wanted to share this on our page anyways. Unless you're vacuuming up really fine stuff, like you're putting up, you know, a barn full of drywall or something, you really can't do this, because with really fine particles, you're not gonna be able to do this. But if it's just regular vacuuming stuff, you can at least maybe get 2 times the use out of these things. And here's what I'm gonna do. I've already actually emptied this one out, but what you can do, and I didn't do this one pretty, so I apologize, it actually didn't come apart very nice, but I'm gonna take scissors and I'm gonna clean that up, cut that off. I actually opened it up and I dumped everything out inside, or as much that would come out. And I'm gonna take some duct tape and kind of remake a seam. Then I'm gonna come across with a stapler and I'm gonna staple it closed again and reuse the bag one more time. Okay, so here's the new bag, right? And old bag. So let me show you what I'm gonna do. Okay, I've got my raggedy end all cut off. If I had been smart the first time I had done this, I wouldn't have tried to peel back the little edge there that's kind of rolled over, but it's glued pretty good, and that's why I ended up with the shred. But going back, what I would probably do is there's a definite edge you can see right here where my finger's at. I would cut right there. I would just cut it straight out the gate, tip the bag to one side, and I cut along that with the scissors and dump it out. So I've got my nice seam here. Now I'm going to go ahead and put my duct tape on there, and I'm going to put the duct tape kind of laid it flat, kind of like so it's over here, like half and half, and then roll the other end around underneath. Okay, so that kind of sandwiches it together. Then I'm going to fold it over and staple it. All right, so there's my duct tape cut. I went maybe 1.5 inches over on either side. I haven't pinched that together yet, but now I'm going to roll it over and fold it as well. And here's what I have on the opposite side. You can see on the ends here, right there, it's kind of like double folded over. All right, so I'm going to roll that edge over now. What I did on the ends there is I just cut maybe a 2 to 3 inch small strip and just wrap that around the other side to hold this tab down. You can kind of see how it's wrapped around there. That's just to make sure this all sits flush in there. So now I'm gonna just fold this over slightly and then do the stapling. Now, if you're like me, my stapler is not exactly, you know, it's a schoolroom stapler. It's not beefy, but in the thicker areas, those staples will just, whoops, barely kind of come through. Just fold them over the best you can, but you can see where they go through here. And I probably will just come back and add, you know, it's not like you can have too few staples. It's not going to hurt anything, but I'll probably staple the opposite direction just for a little more reinforcement along here. Because there's some pressure, right, when you're vacuuming in there, just to reinforce that. And I'll just take my either a flat tip screwdriver or my scissors and kind of mash those tabs down on either end to make sure they're good and taut. And there we go. It's finished. bag is ready for reuse. And it just saved me about 12.5 bucks, and I used, I don't know. If haven't been making the video, right, it would have taken me like less than 5 minutes at a time, maybe about 10 cents of duct tape. You know, not bad at all. I like it. Hey, if you like this video, if this helped you out, give it a thumbs up. I know it's a simple one, but hey, maybe it saved somebody out there a few bucks. It saved me some money and go towards better things. So we appreciate it. Got any questions? If you have any questions, I suppose, leave those down below. Comments as well. You got a better way of doing this? Hey, you can post that as well, and let us all know. Have a good one.